Hey guys, Dondi Sanchez here with IPGRentals.com, and today we're going to be talking about this multifunctional RGB light made by Yongnuo. All coming up right after this. All right, so let's get right into this. So this, I'm going to call it the wand light, because it's not really a tube, because it looks more like a lightsaber wand than a tube light, but don't let it fool you. This is a very powerful, I love how multifunctional it is, and I call it multifunctional. I'll tell you why. But I want you to know there's 3 versions of this light by Yongnuo, and this is, like I said, the YN360 version 3. I never worked with the version 1 or the version 2. I heard the version 2 was horrible, so they quickly went to the version 3. But from all the research that I did prior to purchasing these, they said that the 3 was the best one, and if you don't want to buy the 3, to get the version 1 and totally forget version 2. So this light, it's made of plastic. That's probably one design flaw, I would say, but I got to tell you, it's been pretty durable so far. It comes with a filter here. Okay, now this light, just so you know, it has 32, 43, and 5600 on top of RGB. That's why I love this light, because I personally love RGB lighting instead of throwing gels on lights and things like that. If I could purchase RGB lighting to make my job easier, and not only that, but when you get to a place where you're doing a shoot and there's specific colors, with RGB lighting, the spectrum of colors is infinite. So 32, 43, 56, and then on top of that you have RGB lighting. All right, and then when you rent it from us, and we'll put the link down below, the items that you get with it would be the wand light, this canvas case, okay? It comes with the Sony MPF 570 batteries. That's what it works with. You can also go with the 970s or anything larger than 570 as well. We do have those in stock. Those are separately. The bigger batteries are separate, but it does come with the 570. It also comes with the charger and the cable. Now, let's talk about the light. Let's talk about like what's really important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick, the light goes on, the battery goes right here on the front side of the light, okay? Now, what you'll notice is that on the light, the switch is on the side, okay? Now, you'll notice there's 3 positions on the switch. You have 1 off, 1, and 2. When you go down to 2 is when you're going to use it on a battery, okay? If you're going to put it on 1, that's when you're going to use it DC. If you're going to do long sit-down interviews, I would definitely go with the AC. Now, on our website, it does not come with the AC adapter. That is an additional rental, and we'll leave that on the bottom of the video as well for the link, so you could rent that as well. But I just want to make sure you know that it does not come with the AC power adapter. Okay, so some of the other things with the remote now. This has a detachable remote, okay? Now, this remote, I'll tell you why I love it. So I first got into using tube lights on another shoot. We were working for a wrestling promotion, and we were going around shooting a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, and they call it offline, where we do the stories backstage. And they had a set of tube lights, and I'm like, cool, let's try it. And when I work with them, I absolutely fell in love with them. It wasn't these, I'll say that. It's a different brand, but just the simplicity of just your lighting accent with color lighting in the background, just the easiness of everything is how I fell in love with it. And I was like, I need to get me some RGB lights or tube lights. So I did my research, and I actually found this just searching on the web. I had never heard of this brand, never used them before, but as I did the research, I was like, okay, it's got some good reviews, it got some good stuff, you know, let me try it out. Especially for the price point compared to other tube lights, I was like, you have to, I mean, the worst you can do, you're out the $100. So I'm like, okay, so I tried it. But when I got it, I love it, and I'll tell you why. Even for the more expensive tube lights, is because of this, a wireless remote. Okay. Now this wireless remote, I'll tell you why it's a must-have, because as you know, as you're setting up your shot and you're lighting, you're constantly like putting your fixtures around, and then you're walking back to the monitor looking at it, and then you might not like the color, so you have to walk back to the light, come back to the monitor, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You don't have to do that. You know, with your wireless remote, you have it on, and you can just go through all the colors that you want, looking right at your monitor. That right there, not only it saves you time, you don't have to keep going back and forth. It's just your easy setup. You're setting up faster and you're saving time. What more can you ask than that? And using the remote now is very simple. So I'm going to turn it on, okay? And I'm going to try not to blind you guys. So I'm going to try to bring it down all the way to as low as it can go. So give me 1 second here. We're going to bring it down to, so right now I'm set at 32 and I'm bringing it all the way down. I'm just going to leave it here, but you see that it's on, right? You see that it's on, okay? And this is the lowest setting, okay? The settings go from 0 all the way up to 99. And right now I have it at 32, even though it does look like 56, but it's set to 32 right there. You'll see it doesn't even look, on the monitor it doesn't look different, but I promise you in person it does look different. So what you want to do there is on this remote now, okay, on this remote, I'll put this over here so it doesn't hear. So now that I'm on there and you see it on the bottom, you'll read where it says the channel. It says what you want, either 56, 32, or individual RGB. Okay, and then right here, these numbers tell you what the intensity level is of the light. Now, once that I have it there and I have it on 32, now all I do is go here, and I know I don't want to mess it up here, but you're going to see how it gets brighter and lower, brighter and lower. And I'm going to show you a few clips as I'm talking of things that we did, and we showed you 32, 56, 43, and then we also showed you individual colors of the lighting and what it looked like, to let you know what, not only color spectrums, but what it will look like. And not to mention, the video that you're seeing right now is just with one light, and it was about 2.5 to 3 feet away from me, just above my head. Think of like a key source, very a little, not very sighty, but just almost center, and it was just 2 to 3 feet away, just to let you know on how much light foot candles you get out of these lights. They get very, very, very bright. So I don't have any complaints about them, okay, but I will tell you something else that this light does. It also has what they call functions. So they're light simulations, and they start at F0 to F9, and we'll pop those up just to show you the different one, but it goes anywhere from simulating fireworks, ambulance, simulating like you're watching TV or a movie theater, sunrise. Those are just a few. We'll show you all of them, that way you can see it, and you're also going to see going through RGB and seeing all the colors in the spectrum, just to give you an idea of what you can expect from this light when you rent it from us. All right, now, one thing that I want to bring up, these remotes are very sensitive. It can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. But, I mean, I guess I would rather go for more sensitive than no sensitive at all, where you're continually touching it and it does nothing. So this control is very, very sensitive. Now, what you can do, though, it gives you the option to lock it, okay? To lock it, once you set it to lock it, and all you need to do is once you turn it on, right? Once you turn it on, and I'll turn it back on here, okay? And I'm gonna bring it back down. So all I'm doing is pressing the bottom arrow as well to bring the level down, okay? Let's say I want it there, right? And I wanna lock it. What you wanna do is you want to hold the center button down, and then that'll be locked. Okay, and as you can see here, as I'm going through, just stay right there, okay, as you'll see it, right? It's not moving, okay? It's not changing. Now, to unlock, you just hold it a little longer, right? Boom. And now you'll see that the intensity is going up and down. That's how you unlock it. So it's very simple to do. It's not like it's hard. So they did give you a way to fix the sensitivity if you find it annoying. The other thing I want to talk to you about is this in the old days we called it CTO filter, right? Or gel, but now it's just a filter. And what you want to do is if you want to go from full 32, what you want to do is just put it in on the top there, just like that. Boom. And it'll turn it right to full 32. Let me turn it on, that way you can see it. And you have your full 32. And I'm gonna bring this down here real quick. All right, and this here is at the lowest setting that you can get, right there. Lowest setting, 32. And check this out, real quick, if you wanna go straight and take it back out, all you need to do, you see that it's 32 here, but it gives you even a placeholder, so you don't just throw it on the ground or whatever, or misplace it, and it'll hold it on the backside for you. Very cool design, I think. Now, they do say that these are the fans, so just be careful that it doesn't overheat. I don't think it will. It hasn't overheated on us yet, but whenever there's fans, you just want to be careful with that. All right, so I'm going to leave that right there for now. All right, and the next thing I want to talk about is I want to show you how to get into the modes that I told you about. I showed you the modes that it has from F1 to F9 or F0 to F9, but to get into it, what you want to do is you want to go to the remote and you want to make sure that it's on channel 2, okay? And when you make sure you're on channel 2, what you want to do is press and hold the channel button, and it's going to show you F0. Okay, now F0, as you can see, I'm just going to pop it up because we have video. This is lightning simulation, which I thought is super cool, especially if you have two of them. And if you offset them, if you offset the two, it looks really good, and you'll see it in the video that we took to show you. All right, now to shut it off, right? All you want to do is to shut the light off is shut off. Like let's say you're doing an effect and you only need a lightning for a little bit of time, let's say 5-10 seconds or whatever. So what you can do is put it back on, and let's just go to F0, all right, and it's going. And if you want to pause it, all you have to do is hit the center button and it'll pause it, right? Now check this out. If I want it to start again, just press the center button again. Boom, and it starts back up. And this works with all the simulations. So that's why I call it multifunctional. It gives you so many options. So many options. For this light and for the rental price and what you get, you can't go wrong. One more thing. Also, for a quick tip that I like to give you guys, one thing that I do personally is I use this baby stud right here, okay? On one side is 1/4 inch, on the other side is 5/16. If you don't have this in your toolbox, get some. If not, we have some that we could rent to you as well. But this comes in so handy. I'll tell you why. So at the bottom, you have the 1/4-20 that we showed you, right? So you just plug in the 1/4-20, just screw it in on the back, right? Then you could hang this any way you want on a C-stand. Let me just take this off real quick. You could put this on a C-stand anyway, just like you see back here on the back. We just have it laying down. But think about it. Let me shut this off here. Think about it. Key light, back, fill. All you have to do is put it on a C-stand and put it arm it any way you want. And it's all doable just by having one of these baby studs. We do have these on the site as well. I will put it on the bottom of the video in the link below. That'll take you straight to the website. All right. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. We're always looking to show you guys how to use the equipment that we have. We love having equipment that makes your jobs easier. So if you have any more tips that you may use and like to share, please leave it on the comments below. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. IPGrentals.com, our gear, your vision.